Thank you so much for tuning in. I think we're going to hear some pretty important stories today. I'm going to begin by asking my guests to tell us who they are and where they're from.
My name is Michael Berman. I bomb technician in Israel. I live south part of Israel in kibbutz Sufa. And, it's very close to Gaza Strip, about 1.9 kilometers. I'm a part of a civilian emergency team. I'm 46.
Thank you
That's
very
all.
much. Please.
I am Elia Lilintal, also from Kibbutz Sufa. I am Rav Shatz.
He's the head of the kibbutz security emergency team.
Emergency team, yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And I'm
23.
He's 25 years old.
Yeah. My
And
English is
it's okay, we're going to get through this. That's why we brought
okay.
not just the prettiest member of our
Thank
team,
you.
but also the smartest. Why? Tell us who
No,
you
they're
are.
very smart.
Okay.
I'm just better in English a little bit. I'm 23 years old. My name is Yael. I'm Elia's spouse, and we all live in Kibbutz Sufa. They are both part of the civil emergency team. I'm not, but I was home on October 7th, just like all of us. And that's
So,
it.
in a moment, I want to hear about October 7th, but just so our viewers understand, on the kibbutzim, there is a group of people who are not officially part of the army, but the army helps support, and you are responsible for the security of the kibbutz, correct?
So
Yeah,
basically, each village or kibbutz or moshav that is close to a border in Israel
Yeah.
has a group of people that the army provides a rifle to each of them, a helmet and a thingy.
So we are first response
Yeah.
if somebody get in kibbutz, and
Exactly.
after we respond, army wants to come and
Got it.
to take the situation.
Yeah.
So, I wish I could just ask you about lots of fun and exciting things, but we know the importance of remembering the difficult things that happened as well. So I was wondering if you would share with us what happened on October 7th from your point of view.
Okay. It's begin in Simchat Torah. I was
We were at his parents' house,
Yeah.
celebrating the holiday.
yeah, and
אני איתך, צריך עזרה?
אני אמשיך?
כן,
בסדר, אני אמשיך מהנקודה שלי?
כאילו הוא רוצה להגיד שבלילה חגגנו וזה. אז תגיד שהיינו שם בבית כנסת וזה עד שעות שלפנות בוקר.
As you know, reliving traumatic memories is obviously impossible by itself, but trying to do it in a foreign language is doubly hard. So as you watch, have some patience as our guests figure out both how to compose themselves,
Maybe you
how to
should
get their
edit
words in
that.
Hebrew. And no, I don't want to edit. I actually think it's important to understand how important the story is for you to share, that you're going to push through the language barrier, and we're going to get there. But those of you who are watching might need a little bit of patience as we get through to hear the story.
yeah. Okay. אז
Okay, so at the night before, we were celebrating Simchat Torah at his family's house at the Bet Knesset. It's like a few minutes away from the kibbutz drive, and we got home really, really, really late, like 4:30 a.m. We went to sleep, and 6:30 we were woken up by sirens and hundred of missiles falling down nonstop. We are used to having from time to time sirens and bombs thrown at us, but that wasn't normal. Like it was much bigger. The bombing didn't stop for for so long. So that wasn't normal. So we understood something was up.
Okay. So
When?
when sirens begin, I send message to all kibbutz to
To go to shelters.
Go to shelters, yeah.
איך אומרים להיכנס?
הוא אמר.
Inside a safe room and after
15 minutes.
15 minutes the army call me and tell me אולי כדאי שאתה תתחיל.
The army called them and told them that there's a breach through the fence between two other kibbutzim that are next to us. That it's pretty big, but we don't know what pretty big means because like 5 can be really big, you know? We don't know what that means. And he looks at me and he goes, oh, maybe there will be some terrorists coming. And he sent a text message to all of the Kitat Konanut, the civil emergency thingy, to prepare themselves, to get their rifles ready, and that's it.
And civil emergency, not just civil, it's past army.
Yeah.
All people with
Veterans.
experience
Yeah,
in army or in police or in other things. You need basic knowledge about weapons. Not so basic, it's average. So I will tell a story from my point of view. Me and my son, 12 years old, and my dog was at home. We just see movies like night before, and at 6 or something o'clock, the rockets fired, a lot of rockets, and I understood that it's something different because it was too intense, too frequency. So from my experience, it will be prepare some terrorist attack. It's not everyday attack. It's like once a couple of years. When they cross the border, they make too much rockets. That the army go to shelters, and after that they cross the border. So I understood it. We go to shelter with my son, and after the frequency was of rockets was lower, I come outside to take my dog in because rockets continue explode, and everybody enter to the house, and I hear a noise of gunfire. Okay, gunfire. So I understood that attack it's in our area. It's not different part of border. Okay, it's now they came to us. So I take my protective vest, rifle, and I just close those blinds on the windows and wait for what gonna be came to us. So I go from this room and this room and this room. I look out from blinds to see something. I don't know if army come here, if terrorists come here, what I gonna to see. And I hear just 360 gunshots. So I understand it's something bigger that we prepared, and you don't know where is our forces, where is a terrorist. So you need to see before you shoot. And after a couple of minutes, I see 4 terrorists. I think it's the army because I see them far away, and they was with uniform. At first, I think army come here because they was relaxed, like they walking like it's their home. So I think it's army, and after that I see, Hamas
Yeah, with
green,
yellow, green, yeah, bands.
yeah, green Ben, how say it? Ben,
Headbands.
yeah, headbands. And I understand that Hamas and four of them walk with RPG like this. So okay, it's terrorist. 100% it's terrorist. So I call army. I call to my unit and bomb disposal division, and my friends in other emergency group, and said to kibbutz, to WhatsApp group, that people don't go out because terrorists inside of kibbutz, and I can't shoot them because blinds was down, so I have no point. I didn't think about it before, that I need to shoot something. And after maybe 5 minutes, I write to Elia, and we spoke in WhatsApp because I hear gunshots from his house direction, and he said me I take down 2 terrorists, and I said, "Oh, you okay?" Okay, and he about 2 minutes later he sent me I take down 2 more, so 4 terrorists that cross the line. He shoot down them, and after that we just speak with Eliar. I open all the windows, and we just waiting for terrorists coming. We don't know which direction, we don't know anything. We're just looking on the windows and wait there. You want to speak about
Yeah.
your fight with them?
Okay. So איפה נתחיל?
שאלת אותם בחוץ.
Telephone, מהצבא.
Okay. After the army called me, I send message to civilian group, כיתת כוננות, and
To get their rifles ready, to dress up, to be
Yeah.
prepared to leave their houses if needed.
and I called to commander of the
Base that is close to Sufa.
Base close to Sufa, and he didn't answer, and I called to commander of the commander
Sufa.
base Sufa, and his answer and told me the commander of Sufa is dead, and all the soldier is busy and
Everyone is fighting.
is fighting, and good luck.
He told you were on your own.
Yeah.
And good luck.
He told that all the bases on the border was conquered, and all fighting, still fighting, and no army.
Yeah.
You don't you won't get some help from anybody, because all the army it's busy, and nobody can come to help you. You just your own, and you just need to fight and stop them.
After this, I get out from my house, and I see in the street 4 terrorists, same terrorist Mikhail saw, and I was no helmet and shield.
Bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
But
had it or you didn't
No,
have
it was
I
in the
didn't
car,
have it.
and we live in a
He's
kibbutz,
very-
so the car parks far from your house.
Yeah,
So he only had his rifle, nothing else to protect
yeah.
himself.
And I come back to my house. After a few minutes, I hear a gunshot.
From the front of our house.
Yeah, from the front of my house, and I go to the toilet window.
We have a bathroom, like that is really close to the front entrance. So the window is to the front entrance.
Yeah, and I see two terrorists in my.
Entrance.
Hmm.
No, בשכן.
כן,
They were like
תסביר שהשכן הוא מביטחון.
כן, תסביר.
our neighbor that's like close to our entrance. It's really close. We share the yard. So he works in security, not inside of the kibbutz,
He has
somewhere
security
else.
car
He has a security
outside.
car parked right outside his house. So they had our address because they knew where he was living. And as they came, they saw our house and they saw the security car and they thought it's the house next door. So they went to the house next door and that's where he saw them.
Yeah, and
So I just the terrorists had your address and
Yeah.
went to attack
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
but saw the security car outside your neighbor's house who attacked that house,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thinking that they were off by a
They
house.
know
Yeah.
every house that people have.
Yeah, they even knew which house has dogs in it. They knew everything. They're scared of dogs.
They have maps with points of every house.
Yeah.
yeah,
When they came, every house, every point that can be armored and people with weapons, some security people, they just
Yeah. So there's no way this was something that just happened and people were
No.
these were people who had been planning and training.
Yeah.
okay. As I see them, and from the window, I shoot one on his head, and one few more bullets. And I tell to Michael, and after this, my neighbors calling me and said to me, she's here Arabic, very strong Arabic outside the house, and I came again to the window toilet, and I see two more terrorists, a little more
A little further away.
yeah.
Like 50 meters maybe. I don't know how to translate it to feet.
150 feet.
Okay.
And I shot in one, is down, and another terrorist התחבא.
Was hiding behind a
behind a wall.
concrete wall.
Yeah, and he's shot. He's don't know where I am. He shot everything, and he's
Through.
threw a grenade. And after a few minutes, I shot him down. And
So were you just lucky that none of those bullets hit you? He sprayed bullets everywhere and threw a grenade.
he didn't know where I am.
Well,
So,
I think for that question, a lot of השגחה עליונה, really.
yeah.
Very.
There's a lot of protection from above.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after this, I got out.
He left the house.
Left the house
He
and
took- he
take
their weapons, their rifles and their RPG and everything.
The
He
terrorists.
took
They
it
take it,
into the house. He even took their radio, and he went to the car to grab his helmet and vest.
And my another neighbor is calling me, and he's telling me she's want to
Join us.
join us.
He was not armed, so no gun, nothing. And then,
I give him pistol and vest, and
he
we
came
start.
with shorts and Crocs.
Yeah.
He was in Crocs.
Wow.
That's what he had.
We start.
I sometimes wonder if my Crocs are enough to take the garbage out.
Yeah,
It's
so
military shoes now.
Yeah.
real kibbutznik.
Yeah.
And we start to לאסוף
To gather around
together around
all the group.
Yeah, Oded come to me and they call me before because I can shoot somebody. So I call, we coming, it's okay.
They call you to make sure
Yeah.
you don't shoot them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and
of course
same
you,
way.
you don't
Shoot
can't see it.
everything.
It's dark. You don't know what's going
Yeah.
on.
So I can not recognize them in the
Yeah.
bushes or something. So they call me and Oded come to me. We take my son to a neighbor and I join them to Oded and Elia. And we are 3 person and we continue to pick up another part of our team. So
Hi, Rob.
So we got message from our friends that terrorist was in their house, inside the house. So we previously want to go there and make check that they okay because they not answering telephone. So we gonna got there and they enter the house, check that they was here and they was okay, but terrorists steal the phone. I don't know for which reason, but they steal the phone. We see it on the movie of GoPro that terrorists come here and take grab the phone and go out.
They took their
Yeah.
Apple Watch and their phone.
Yeah. I don't know.
The terrorist version of shopping.
Yeah.
They even had some grape juice.
So they was okay, and we just know that Sgan,
No?
Sgan.
סגן.
The
Assistant?
deputy,
Assistant.
Yeah.
the second, he's like the head of security and he's the
Obviously,
second.
he's the boss.
No,
But,
and the second one, like he's a deputy, that's what it's
Yeah.
called. So his deputy was injured from before, not from that day. A work job injury, it's okay. But he couldn't leave the house, so they
And
took his rifle.
he gets the rifle, so we need the
Yeah.
rifles. So we
Yeah.
go in there and take the rifle, and we go into other part of Ido that want to join us to fight, and we go to Ido home, and he came out and get the rifle. He was with a uniform and helmet, just without the rifle. So we give him a rifle and he joined us. And after that we continue to another another part of our team that he got rifle and uniform and everything. A week before he get it from our it's luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of luck.
A lot of luck because it's not too much rifles in kibbutz. So we came to his home, all the team, and his wife was pregnant, and he has a small son, and he don't want to leave them alone. So we take all this group, we secure
Perimeter.
perimeter, and just going to another home of his parents to take his wife because he can't leave them alone. And it's a crazy situation because you all the time you hear shots from everywhere.
360
And
everywhere.
you're not just walking in kibbutz. You're walking with you take covers. You just
Yeah.
you don't know from where you can get the bullet because you know terrorists inside. You know army not here. It was
Yuval was walking around with a rifle in one hand and his baby in another. So that's crazy.
so you never know when you go going into kibbutz. So you know army not here. It's difficult, but it's more easier because you shoot everything that you see.
Yeah.
You can get a friendly fire because so you don't care about armies that can shoot you back
Yeah.
because we not with uniform, molded Crocs and shorts and beard
In a
like
beard.
this. So somebody that see him and not from kibbutz, he can not recognize him and shoot them.
Yeah.
So now it's easy because we shoot everything and everything shoot us. So it's
Easy.
Okay. It's easier. It's easier. So it sounds somewhere easier.
Simpler, maybe.
Yeah,
Easier,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't need to. You just,
Yeah.
you just know everybody is with his rifle. It's the enemy. You know,
And so, how long were you
because
fighting?
security.
So after they finished collecting everyone and putting Yuval and his wives and son at his parents' house, they started hearing really loud
Loud,
Arabic
noisy.
from the
That's the-
north side of the kibbutz.
Yeah.
So there's a
We don't know
field
it's
in there.
it was Arabic or something like this. You just see screaming something there, like
Yeah.
very loud noises. So we hear noises. We need to go there. Something can happen here there. And we go on to some line of bushes. It's almost at edge of kibbutz, the last houses.
Yeah.
And I just pick like this to see something, and I see 10 terrorists inside kibbutz and about 20 or 30 terrorists outside of the fence. They just climb into the fence and with their motorbikes.
Yeah.
They just stop motorbikes and try to climb. We see some
Ladders.
on the
on the fence.
on the fence. And I spoke with Elia and the other part of team. The terrorists are there and we need to shoot them. We separate two groups and start shooting. I shoot because they don't prepare for it. They just feeling like everything okay. I shoot two first persons that I see and just try to shoot another. And here they shooting like crazy.
Yeah.
So they fall down and we think we kill everything. It's not so. זה לא עבד כל כך.
It didn't really work
No.
that way.
Yeah.
There were many more.
There was many more and they just lie down.
So they were
we get-
pretending to be
yeah,
shot.
yeah,
So then,
we get it after. So the terrorists that was on the line of the border outside, they go back about 15, maybe 20 feet to
Right next to our fence, there's a field of trees. How do you call it?
an orchard.
An orchard. So
Orchard,
they
yeah.
can hide between the trees and there. So that's what they did.
Yeah, it's very long
Yeah.
line of the orchard to another kibbutz. It's we share it,
Yeah.
so they can go there, get there, and wherever they want. So from here we just start fighting. We hiding, and they recognize that we are there and about where we are, and they start shoot. And because it's line of bushes, it's not you have no shield there. They can't see you, but they can get you.
And shoot through the bush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
it's
have
not
no
bulletproof.
No,
Yeah.
it's not bulletproof. So we spoke with Elia, and we decided to go forward.
To
we
get a
have
better position.
Better position. It's our own position because it's garbage cans there, and they have a
It's,
fence,
it's
concrete
basically
fence.
it has a concrete fence. It's a garbage can room
Yeah.
thingy. No ceiling, only like this high fence. It's made out of concrete, so it is bulletproof. So so they thought it would be a really good
It's
position.
about 100 feet, something like this.
Okay.
I try to say it in
Yeah.
feet.
30 meters.
We need to make a cover and shoot a lot, like firing cover, you know.
Yeah.
Terrorists go
suppressing
down,
fire, so
suppressing
that-
fire,
Yeah.
Can go.
So Elia run first and take the point. We say okay, and after that we recognize a terrorist.
Yes.
Huh?
I run to the.
He run fast.
Very fast.
I could imagine.
And before
And just before he got into the, it's basically like a wall like this, but over here you have an opening.
yeah,
So just before he jumped in,
I see one terrorist in the
like in a
parking.
car parked really next to the.
Yeah, very close, and I see terrorist, and I jump after the.
Jumped like
the
to the
wall.
to the fence side, not inside, but
Yeah.
like right next to it.
And תסבירי לנו שיש לנו יותר.
So he saw one terrorist, but turns out there were between 15 and 20 terrorists that were inside the kibbutz that they didn't know about. So that's a good thing he saw that one guy. He was getting, they shot like crazy. They threw 3 grenades
Yeah.
at him.
We from outside we see him hiding behind of the concrete wall, and we see the grenade throwing. So we scream, "Yeah, take cover!" And
He
what?
couldn't hear anything because he
Because
shot
he
from the
shot from the
toilet.
toilet.
So the echo,
His ears, no.
he couldn't hear anything that day.
We spoke to him, yeah. We signs.
So all 20 terrorists are shooting at you and throwing grenades, and you are by yourself at this point, hiding.
They're over
At
there.
this point,
But you're-
they
yeah.
wasn't 20 because we shot half of them, but it about 8 or 9 terrorists was there, still fighting,
Yeah.
and we didn't know that. We see it on the, when he runs. So they throw another grenade. We see all the garbage cans go up, and you are okay. Yes, okay. Third grenade. So after that, they shoot us a lot because I think they want to get him and to go with the rifle and get him because they big suppressive fire
Yeah. Yeah.
for
For
us.
them, yeah. So they were shooting suppressive fire, so
So
then
we spoke with Yuval and Yuval said we need to get Elia back. So we going forward, lying on the ground, shoot suppress fire, tell them Elia come back, and I don't know how, but he come back.
He told me he had eye contact with
Yeah.
Yuval. Yuval was
Yeah.
covering this side.
Yeah.
They had their way of making it work.
So just to be clear, there's 5 of you and 20 terrorists
5,
and
but
more
with 4
outside.
rifles. So
It's 4
one only
rifles.
had a pistol.
Guy with
Yeah.
pistol
doesn't-
dead. We said him to you cover our back because we don't
Yeah,
know what
right.
will come from here. So we need eyes there and just for case because he not good for big
Yeah.
distance.
The
with it.
rifle.
Yeah.
The pistol.
And so now you're stuck. How long did this go on for?
It's a couple of hours. So
The fighting? Not
We-
that part. Like the fighting.
Yeah.
all the fighting
For a few hours?
A few hours.
And you
I think
ultimately
between,
eliminated
like,
all of the
9:30
terrorists?
בבוקר התחלתם לדבר?
כן.
עד 1:30. So let's say 4 hours of fighting until at like
Until army come back.
at
But
1:30, 6 special unit soldiers managed to come to the
yes,
kibbutz.
yes,
Okay, there's still
Okay.
they still have something to say.
So
Yes,
for,
of
for
course.
now,
I didn't mean to cut you.
we 5 people for fighting forward, and on the line, we just take points of shooting, and one backward to keep our back. And the terrorists came from Orchid
Yeah.
to close to us, in the side of us. He was like this direction
To
fighting.
ambush them.
To ambush. We hear Arabic. They come there, and Ido, the first member, he was on my left hand, after the bushes, and I hear terrorist. We speak with the terrorist want to ambush us. So I came to take Ido from there because he can't hear me. I go to him and speak with him. We shoot a couple of minutes to terrorist and speak with him that we need to go to walls because terrorists come to ambush us from this side, and he runs there. I shoot about 2 bullets and I runs just after him. And terrorists, I don't know how, they knew that we after the bushes, so they makes a lot of shots.
Open fire.
Yeah, too much fire, and it was like pergola.
Pergola. Yeah,
Pergola?
you say that in English, don't you? Pergola?
No?
Like a
Roof with
roof that
with
you
two.
sit under.
Oh,
In the yard?
but like a pagoda, like a awning.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like this.
Yeah.
A roof with two. How to say amudim?
Posts.
Yeah.
How?
Posts, like holding it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From concrete. It's like this. So I have nothing to between me and terrorists. I see bullets that just going to the windows and walls. So I need to hide anywhere, like this. After the how to say it, this one?
I think it's a pagoda, maybe?
No.
Oh, the posts.
The post.
Yeah, or the pillars.
Column.
Yeah.
After the column, and I hear that the bullets come to the column, and because my left side was open, the terrorists can shoot me from there. So I lie down to make me smaller,
Yeah.
because of our equipment. And here, I think the first time I think about I'm gonna die there or injured, and they stop shooting for a couple of seconds because they changed magazine or something, and I just run after Ido. Ido was on a corner of walls, house, and after a couple of seconds, Ido wants to check if terrorists come from this side, and he goes out a little bit with his head, and I hear a shot, and I hear that Ido get the bullet, because I was 2 meters from him, and Ido fall down, and I see the jury, and I understand that
It's fate.
it's fatal. So Elia was on my right side, and he asked what happened with Ido, what kind of injury. His eyes, like his eyes, look at me, what? And I say, you don't, not with us. So we continue fight because they come from there and they shoot the door, and we just waiting where they come. And some of the guys behind us pull Ido outside from this line, and they took all the ammunition and gun from him. And you call Yuval. Oded called to Ido father. Ido father is ambulance driver.
He's the kibbutz paramedic.
Yeah, we have a ambulance in kibbutz. So the terrorists shoot the ambulance wheels before. We see in the movie, the movie from the GoPro video, and after that, his father, Zohar, and Atar is another medic. they took ambulance and vest, and they just driving between us and terrorists with ambulance on the shooting line. And we, what? How? Why from there? Don't understand. And terrorists didn't shoot them because terrorists we know after, because terrorists in all kibbutz and the other part of battles, they took big cars to take hostages.
So they thought it was another
So
terrorist.
Yeah.
because they was there and look very similar. So they didn't shoot any bullet, and they come to us with ambulance and try to help to go with oxygen and to hold him alive. And we just continue fighting. We make another
They
position.
got better positions.
We need to better
Because-
position because we can't go out because it's
Yeah.
not
סיפרת
safe.
שאתה מחבלים שיובל
עכשיו אני אספר. עכשיו זה בדיוק החלק. And after that the guy was behind us with a pistol. He saw two terrorists hiding and tried to ambush us from behind. He tells to Yuval, to another member of our team. So Yuval comes there and in front of terrorists and shoot them both from.
They came cross, him and the terrorist, and from like
They try to ambush us and he ambush.
he goes face to
them.
face against them, and he took them both off.
With a pistol.
No,
No,
he
no,
was
the
with a
rifle.
rifle.
The rifle. The
Yeah.
pistol guy, it's only
Oh,
needed
right,
to
sorry.
see.
That's what
It's
they did
Yuval,
with the
yeah.
pistol,
It's
and
not
Yuval has a rifle.
Took out the two terrorists trying to ambush.
It's not useful pistol in this kind of battle. So we all shut them down and take cover in this part. Me go up. I just see that we have a second floor in this house that we holding there, and I go to second floor and make my position better for shooting. Close mosquitoes screen
Yeah.
the windows. They can see me, but I can shoot from them. And I told Elia that I go to second floor. Elia go to second floor in another house. So from there we can shoot them, and we just I think better position. And we continue fighting, and everything that we can see we shot. I have an optic scope on my rifle, so it's easier. And after maybe 1 or 2 hours after, we get a phone from an army team that came from Eilat. It's about 3 hours driving from Eilat. It's first team that can
Yeah.
get us.
They're special,
Special.
unit that fights terror. That's what they're best at. They're really good
Anti-terrorist
soldiers.
group.
Yeah.
They were only six members.
Six.
6 members, and they came to our position, speak with Eliad and with me, and we just say them where is terrorist, where is bodies, where is other terrorist, and where is a part of our team, because they need to know to against friendly fire, because Yuval was far away from us and he was on some roof, so we need to tell them where is it. And after that they gonna they go forward. This team they separate to 2 groups, go forward, and we just was backward to protect back, and they start attacking terrorists that's hiding behind the cars and behind some improvised shelters that they find them, and they throw grenades and how to say assault, attack them
Yeah.
and kill the terrorists inside of kibbutz.
They're highly trained.
Yeah.
All
They're really,
terrorists
really
that
good
hiding
soldiers.
there, and terrorists outside the fence. It's about 30 terrorists was there.
34.
So
I
34.
happen to know.
34 terrorists. They was outside of kibbutz, and we just need to hold line. And after that, more army units come to
A
kibbutz.
chopper came.
Chopper came,
Oh.
and Leah, what I got it? Ata speak with
Chopper.
phone, with Chopper, and he tells them where is the terrorist hiding inside of Orchid, and Chopper shot. I don't know.
All 34 of them.
Wow.
He managed to kill.
לא.
34?
אמרו לנו
It was,
34.
היה שם יותר,
אה.
והוא הוריד 34.
He killed 34. There was some more terrorists, but 34.
34 גופים. בעצם.
Were they able to stabilize your friend, or he did not make it?
No.
So sorry.
We lost Ido.
And what about the rest of the kibbutz? Were the terrorists able to do the harm they were trying to?
Two members of kibbutz shot
Two other members.
before the battle.
The first
Yeah.
four,
First for
they
terrorist.
went into, they walked around the kibbutz and did what they
קצת ספרי על פיל.
So as they came into the kibbutz, they came from the front gate, and there we had a friend of the kibbutz. His name was Ofir Erez, and he has an ill mother. So every time there would be sirens, he would go to his mother to be with her to take care of her. He didn't know there would be terrorists. He got out of his house, and he met them at the front gate, and they killed him. And then they wandered around the kibbutz. They entered two houses. They left. They carried bags filled with explosives, ammunition, more rifles, more RPGs, so that when the other forces would come in, they could have all the ammunition they need. And they killed another person inside his house. They didn't even enter that house, but they saw him through the window. His name was Bernard Cohen, and they killed him as well. And then they met Elia.
I can't. Like if that car hadn't have been there at your neighbor's house, if you had not been able to organize, but I mean, I don't have words for. I'm sure your community recognizes you, but I want you to know that the Jewish community here in the States is in awe of you. And honestly, if you look back at Jewish history, it's very rare that we've had people with the kind of training and bravery and access to weapons to be able to stand up in this way for the five of you against 45, 50 some odd terrorists, and to be able to defend your kibbutz and the border in that way is unbelievable. You're here for a break, so I appreciate you taking the time to tell your story, because I imagine that's not so much a break for you, but thank you for coming to us, and thank you for sharing your story. We are blessed to have you here, and I know that I may never feel proud of anything I do ever again, because it will never reach the Giborim, that the level of heroes that you are. But thank you for giving us an example to live up to, and thank you for saving the lives of your community. We so appreciate it.
I want to say something about it. Some point on my battle, where I was alone in my house and my son was with me, it's most scariest, and you feel fear. And after I speak and after I join my friends to battle, it was like you feel together and you much stronger. Like it's a very good feeling. You're not afraid anymore, and you just feel part of team, and you know that your friends with you. So here we have almost same feeling, because your community with us. It's far away, but we came here and we feel it. And, it's great. Great feeling.
Do you think your kids would come on camera for 1 second?
Yeah.
Would you come up?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
1 minute.
They won't.
Come.
You see all the faces.
For 2,000 years, there have been those that have tried to attack, hurt, kill, end the Jewish people. And for most of that time, this next generation of people just lost their parents. There was no recourse. But what it means to have a state of Israel, what it means to have an IDF, what it means to have young people like this who are willing to stand up and say no, is that these two people get to still have their community, get to still have their dad and their friends, get to have it tomorrow. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you for taking the time to share your story. And thank you for joining us this week. It means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.